Okay, what I just did here, this this piece here is one of the part of the subframe. It houses the gear shift lever, and which comes back here to control the hydraulics. I'll hook that up next. But there's some screws that are tucked down way down here. There's four. You got two down there and two over here. Really hard to get to because it's deep, and with all the shifting mechanisms in the way, it's really hard to get to. But we got it in there. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to attach the hydraulic lever that controls the forward and reverse speed to the shift lever. Get that on. It uses a 7/16. There we go. And let's see. And then let's see here. That's full forward. And then it should come back to here, and then there'll be a spot where you slide this over and then pop it in a little on the metal shift panel. So that's full, neutral, over, down is reverse. Good. And we'll cinch that tight. Now we know that it works. There we go. Okay, now we've got three frame bolts on the side here we gotta get in. There's three on the other side as well. 1/2 inch. Okay, here we are on the other side of this subframe panel that sits on the right on the frame. There's a pulley. In one of the first videos I did, I showed how this pulley here, the bearing was completely worn off, and it fits right into this hole. But as you can see, that when this, see if I can get it here. When this gets into the hole, you can see how much daylight is on either side. This hole has, when the bearing failed, you can see how this is kind of wallowed out. So I bought these brass bushings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pound that right in there, give this thing a place to slide on, and that'll stop me from having any play in my drive line. So let's get that installed. Metal shavings flying everywhere. Let me see if I can tap that in. It wants to. Okay, so let's see if we can't fit this in now. What I did is I took a pin from my trailer hitch. This actually is not from a trailer hitch. I should say that this is for the sleeve hitch on the tractor, and hardened steel, very hard. So I drilled this out, but I didn't have a big enough drill bit, so this is pretty much perfect. So I hammered this in. This is thin sheet metal, so I got this to go in and wallow out the hole a little bit more after drilling it. So we'll take our new bushing, and this should fit. There she goes. How about that? How about that? Perfect. Alright, let's try this again. So what I did is I put the bushing on here and got that on. It was a tight fit, but got that down and seated. Now this will be able to go in just like that into the hole that I've made for this. Oh, gotta get through the other side. So there's a little bit of play there. And that goes right in like that. And look at that. No play at all. This thing was wiggling side to side. Now with that bushing in there. Now with that bushing in there, as you can see, the bushing is sticking out past this weak flange. So it fills in. It's actually a little bit longer than this part here, which was just pressed. So that's why it was weak. That's just sheet metal. So now I've got a reinforced brass bushing in there, and still have plenty of room to get a pin, a C pin around this, and that'll work out just fine. Let's put the C spring on there, C clip.